This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
You take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll. Acting like a robot. Its metal brain corrodes. You try to take us balls before the head explodes. Explodes. Just like the Pied Piper, led rats through the streets. We dance like marionettes, swing to the symphony. Just like the Pied Piper, led rats through the streets. We dance like marionettes, swing to the symphony. Swing to the symphony of the
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. On that Pittsburgh sideline, a look there at the Steelers head coach. His guys were winners a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row in this one. Across from him, Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might have an earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Rodgers on first down. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They run with Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 25. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from them.
From the 25, here's second down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
From the gun, Rodgers. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown Steelers. His 4th TD grab of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. Third down coming up.
Go.
Motion man is Johnston. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
9 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
Herbert to the air again. Pass caught right side by Conklin. And he'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another
First and 10.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The all-pro Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work in separating the man from the football. And he'll bring up third down.
15.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
On for the Chargers field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
A first down throw from Rodgers. This one is caught by Scarano. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18. They'll come up here first and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. What a drive. Calvin Austin. Touchdown touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his third touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers extend their advantage to 14-3.
Steelers 14, Chargers 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over.
Let's go to the Chargers. Their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh. His offense goes back to work. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they have come out of the gates hot in this one. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up. Second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Set. Lion, lion, lion.
McConkey in motion.
Go.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll find a tight end in the middle of the field to Higbee. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
4 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the
Now it's
40-yard
Herbert.
line.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert again. This pass caught. Right side. It's Allen.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 14-3 is the score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Set.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. No play fake. Herbert. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That's going to be ball in. He's got it. Keenan Allen. Touchdown Chargers.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Chargers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Once again, it's Warren. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Chargers' 9-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he could. That pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Second down, they need 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Here's Herbert. One side catch made by McConkey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. On first and 10, it's Warren. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing, Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Rudolph looking to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jaylen Warren was the man he was trying to connect second down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Here's Rudolph. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantages, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense headed back to take over once more. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. That one complete to McConkey. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Herbert to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Patrick Weeds. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Now Rudolph. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. You see him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. And you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to it.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Steeler first down. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's first and 10. Rudolph. That one down the field, but they cannot get out, and it's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing, Rudolph. That's out wide to Warren. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. throw is Rudolph. Here's a screen set up for Warren. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
2nd and 7. They'll run. Johnson will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry, with Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set up. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw is Rudolph. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Steeler first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he won't get away. Good sack there to get him down behind the line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got it at the 7. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Still 3rd down.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers move out to a 24-10 lead.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at venerable Soldier Field. The Bears at home to take on the visiting New York Giants. And this is shades of 1985. The Bears defense getting it done. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Bears win their second straight as they get the victory here. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're hosting the Detroit Lions. And this is Gus Edwards. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the LA Rams. And here is Davante Adams. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Rams move to 7-2 as they get the win here. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on. The risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The head coach of the Chargers, their former QB as well, Jim Harbaugh, his offense goes back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hampton. Yeah, that's a nice job. Something out of nothing. Sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. To the middle of the field. He's got Constance.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On play action. Now Herbert, his fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Give, and here comes Hampton. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards, and 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Allen in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Herbert. This is caught 2. And he'll take it on in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers back within 7. It's 24-17. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. He'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. So, from the 37, here's second and a couple. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 18 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Here's a handoff to Warren. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Benjamin St-Juste there on the tackle.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Sometimes the effectiveness of a blitz is all about when you call it. In this case, they called it against the perfect play. They're able to send that corner directly into where the running back was designed to go. He takes him down in the backfield for a loss.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one grabbed by Austin. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They face second down and 7. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On first and 10, here's Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. bring up second down. Now, Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the ground, Hampton. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Wilson on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 17-yard
Second down and 8. Conklin goes in motion. Now Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now is Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. Let's start down that pass to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 4.
Here's Herbert. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. Huff running there, and the Reds did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. First and goal.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is first down and goal. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It's a loss of
Going in the
5.
wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12.
The 12-yard line.
Herbert to throw. And this will be knocked out. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. From a little further back, here's second and goal. To throw, it's Herbert. That's a short one, taken in by Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but now a long way to go on third and goal.
Third and goal.
To throw is Herbert. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker in a big spot. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Steelers first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the gun, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Throwing, Rodgers. Metcalf with the grab. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers now. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. The master of play action, Rodgers. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
They run out of the gun with Warren. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Johnson trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at one possession. That's a great start there on first down.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Warren trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And That's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo. We'll start this one with 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run here with Hampton. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. That'll go down as an incompletion. He was trying to get that one to Tyler Conklin. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Motion man is Johnston. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Finding room at midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Conklin goes in motion. Herbert now on 1st down. That's to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Herbert again. Pass caught right side by Conklin. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are right back in this one.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Warren. Now the Chargers will use the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Once again, it's Warren. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Now Warren. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Brings up second.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And this is a slight improvement over the previous. They're not going to lose yardage. They're not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go with Warren. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game.
35-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So this one, in the win column for the Steelers. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from SoFi.